As an example, though, of what you're talking about, of this kind of what Canadians might feel right now or be feeling and how they might respond to this, we do have an example of that occurred tonight at the Ottawa Senators hockey game. And I want to play that tape for people, and then we'll come back with some more guests.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, give proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
I'm not sure if you could hear it well enough, but there were people booing during the anthem there in Ottawa. And that is, perhaps a sign of how some people are feeling tonight in the wake of this news that will affect them. And everybody is well aware of that and feeling anxious about it. So it was not about the woman singing. It was about the message that people in that arena were trying to send, David.
Yeah, I mean, that's the Minnesota Wild that the Ottawa Senators are playing. And look, I watch a lot of sports.
You do.
Not really seeing a lot of booing of the national anthem. That is a rare and extraordinary event, especially in a regular season contest between the Ottawa Senators and the Minnesota Wild. Let's face it, this is not exactly, a big grudge match going on there that would lead to something like that. So that just gives you a sense of where things are, And Rosie, as Adrienne was talking about all the emails she was getting from ordinary Canadians. A lot of people back home in Newfoundland have just been emailing me or sending me stuff on Facebook. And, I was there in 2001. After 9/11, not in Gander, which was the epicenter for the support effort. The musical Come From Away is based on what the town of Gander did, but in St. John's, where the sky got really loud with diverted planes. But it's the capital city, much more capacity to absorb it than a town of under 10,000 that Gander was at the time. And it was Canadians took in the world because America was under attack. And a lot of Americans were given shelter and comfort in Canada at a very difficult and dark and uncertain time in their country. I also remember in late January of 2004 being sent to Conception Harbor, Newfoundland, a town just outside of St. John's, because Corporal Jamie Murphy was killed by a suicide bomber in Afghanistan. And going there with the CBC News crew to speak to his family. He was 26 years old, I believe, when he was killed. And our team negotiating with the parish priest, not negotiating, but working through the parish priest to find a way that all the media could speak to Corporal Jamie Murphy's family about the loss they had suffered as Canada and the other NATO partners responded to the invocation of Article 5 to go to the defense of the United States, which had been attacked. And I think about those moments and how it was an unquestioning leap to aid. No matter the cost of spending money to look after people and feed people when they landed in Newfoundland, in the hours after 9/11, and then the human costs of going to fight Al Qaeda and the Taliban, in Afghanistan, and just the emails I'm getting from people from home talking about those moments, and looking at where we are now, where the national anthem of the United States is being booed at a sporting event because of what Donald Trump has done. It's stunning to sort of like be here on the air at this moment talking about it, because you just never thought something this significant would happen in the Canada-U.S. relationship.